Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-February 2017 tarot reading. So the first message out here obviously is not going to apply to everybody, but I feel like it's an important message that needs to be relayed for some of you. What I'm sensing is this. You're showing up here as the Queen of Wands, which is a really good card. It basically means, you know what you're doing, you believe in your conviction, you will defend your values and your beliefs, and you're not somebody that will back down from a confrontation. And so the negative aspect of this card, first of all, I feel like some of you have grown up in a very rigid environment. You might have had to contend with really strict, authoritative, father figures, and I'm seeing more fathers than mothers. It could be the mother too, but I'm feeling like somebody was really strict. Everything, like it seems as if the household was run like almost military style. There's a time for everything, and everything is regimented, and there's like actions and consequences. So with every infraction, there's like a major consequence that is like dished out from the authority figure, like possibly the father figure or the mother figure. And so I feel for some of you, you are watching this, you're right now in your 30s or 40s, or you might be a grandparent taking care of like younger kids, for example. And I feel some of you are dealing with children that are very rambunctious. And I feel like whatever you say, they would ask you why. Why do you want me to do this? They don't take what you say at face value. So it's a little bit frustrating. And I'm feeling like in the process of dealing with this person, they might tell you, you're being too harsh, or your punishments don't make sense, and they're acting out, right? And so you might like doubt yourself. You might think like, oh, maybe I am being too hard. Maybe I should soften up. But no, you know what you're doing, okay? The fact that you show up here as the Queen of Wands, it basically means you're in your element. You know right from wrong. You know how to hold your own, and you need to continue to hold your ground. So even though you've had, doubts about your upbringing, you've had doubts about whether or not you're being too hard or too rough, I don't feel that you are. So you need to hold your ground, because the other person, I feel like they are either manipulating you, or they are trying to instill self-doubt so that they can get away with stuff. I feel for some of you, it could be like children, like your grandchildren or children or nieces, nephew that you're taking care of, and they're complaining that you're being too harsh. But I don't feel like that's the case. And then for others of you, it could be like a person that tried to dominate you, and you were really strong, so you couldn't be swayed. And so they have to, resort to subversive tactics, or, manipulation, distorting the truth in order to get you to bend. But I feel like they're not successful, and they're not going to be successful. So don't doubt yourself, and especially believe that you're in the right, and believe that you need to hold your ground. Okay, you need to hold your position. You need to hold your ground no matter what. All right. The other message that I'm seeing coming through here is I'm feeling that a lot of you have broken up a relationship where it was quite toxic. So you have been in a relationship that was very codependent. And I feel like for some of you, it involved you doing all of the work, like you taking care of the other person. And the other person might have had like some type of mental illness, and I'm seeing like personality disorders. I'm seeing a lot of drinking, substance abuse as well. And I'm also seeing like dealing with somebody who is just, like that victim mentality. Woe is me, and that person that won't that is a victim of their circumstance. They won't rise above it, and they blame whatever is happening wrong in their lives. They blame other people, they blame their environment, but they don't blame themselves. So I feel like you're dealing with that type of a person. And you're looking back at them, and you're just like, I wish they would change. And you want the best for them, but you're really happy that you're out of the relationship. And I feel like they're going to be contacting you for the next 2 weeks, just be prepared, okay? Just be prepared to hold your ground. Just be prepared to not get sucked in. I feel like you have moved on for good, and you're seeing the person for, like in hindsight, you're seeing them for who they are, and you don't want to re-engage with them. And then for others of you, there's a disappointment here from a very recent breakup, very recent. I feel for some of you, it seems almost as if there were ego clashes in the relationship. And it feels almost as if you had some internal work that you needed to do and you weren't ready to be in the relationship. So I feel like the other person is a really good person, quite beautiful, attractive, successful as well. And it's kind of like, the Mr. or Mrs. Right. And then you, for whatever reason, it didn't work. And I feel like you're blaming yourself. I feel like you're kind of beating yourself up over it. And you're just like, why didn't it work out? It was like the ideal person. I don't feel like it's completely over just yet, and I feel like you might have a way back in whenever you're ready, but I feel like emotionally you might not be ready. And sometimes when we're not emotionally ready for a certain relationship, we sabotage, okay? So I feel like they're ready, but I feel like for some of you, you're not ready, and so you need to get to the point where you're emotionally ready before you can re-engage with them, okay? I feel like it's not done and over just yet. I feel like there's still good feelings, good rapport between the two of you. What I'm also feeling is that for those of you who have dealt with drinking, drugs, alcohol, abuse, you're leaving it behind. And I'm seeing that, February is a major revealing month. Like it's a month full of insights and revelation. And I feel like you want to be a better person. You want to be a bigger person. And you want to be strong. And now you're like taking all of these, the past life experiences, and you are trying to build yourself into a stronger person. You're trying to, as well, not blame your environment, but to take ownership of your life, regain control in your own life, which is really great. And so moving forward, there's a lot of help and assistance coming through from family members, a lot of outpouring of love and emotional support coming through from family, from friends as well. I'm seeing a lot of you might be sharing space with a female, and there's going to be a lot of support coming through from her, okay? So it could be a roommate, a sister, a mother, or even if you're a Sagittarius that's dating women, like a relationship partner. But I feel like there's a lot of outpouring love and support, and they're saying it's a little bit of a crowded house, but it's a good, very stable, good environment. Some of you might be wanting to have more space because, Sagittarius, you love your space. I feel like you might be thinking about getting your own space, but deciding not to do that mainly because you want to save up. So I feel like there's an element here of you wanting more space or a bigger space, but not going through with it because you want to save money. So finances looks to me to be stable. It's on the upswing, meaning you are starting to accumulate wealth. You are also like stashing money away in a bank account. I feel for some of you too, rearrangement when it comes to child custody, child support. That's going to be coming through in the picture. I'm seeing April is when you might have another discussion, okay? So I do wish you the best, Sagittarius. Things are looking good, so, stand firm, hold your ground, okay? Don't let other people push you towards self-doubt, okay? Know who you are, and I feel like you're on the right track, all right? Take care, and happy Valentine's Day for those who are celebrating. Bye-bye.